What up, YouTube world? It's your boy Halucha Lucha, aka Matthew J. Brownlee, and I'm back with another food, no food. I'm just hungry. WWE PLE review. We're going over King of the Ring. We can go over SmackDown. SmackDown, nothing really happened. It was just a lead in to the pay per view. Bailey had a match against Chelsea Green. Bailey won. Uh, Randy Orton won his King of the Ring finals against Tamatanga. Nia Jax won hers clean against Bianca Belair. I think there was like a six-man tag with Street Profits who beat A-Town Down Under and Carmelo Hayes. Somebody else was on that match. But anyways, the stuff that we talk about is King of the Ring. What happened at King of the Ring? There was a pre-show match. Bianca and Jade, they faced off against Indy and Candice LeRae the night before on SmackDown. Uh, Bianca, she was getting her leg checked out, and then Indy and Candice was backstage. They were making fun of her and stuff. And then Jade came in, and that's how the match went. And they won. Jade and Bianca won, still champions. They have this new double team move, which is really dope. It's like a wheelbarrow DDT pushback, another wheelbarrow suplex thing. It's nice. I like it. I like it. But main card, um, Liv Morgan faces off against the champ Becky Lynch. There was a pre-show thing that happened, and Liv was talking about being champion, or about being champion and doing her revenge tour and stuff like that. And then she was like, "What are you doing here?" And it's Dom Mysterio, and Dom was like, "You know why I'm here? I'm here to make sure that you don't leave champion." That didn't work because Liv left champion. Solid match. Towards the end, Dom, he's there, booing, and Liv is like, "What are you doing here? What is going on?" And then they did the distraction thing, and then Dom gets the chair, puts it in. He's like, "Becky, use the chair," and he's gonna go in there. He's like, "I'm not using the chair. What are we talking about right now?" But instead, Liv uses the chair. Boom! Hold that DDT. Oblivion. She tries to take the chair out, but it is what it is. Didn't go out. 1, 2, 3. And new women's world champion Liv Morgan. Good stuff. Good for her. Becky also said later that she has a rematch that she's going to get against Liv at tonight on Raw. So that'll happen. So Liv obviously is going to retain, and maybe the Judgment Day might fully embrace her now. I don't know what's going to happen, but yep, that's that. And yeah, good stuff. It's going to be interesting to see what happens going forward with that stuff. But for now and new, you love to see it. Watch me cry about it. Next up, triple threat match. It is Sami Zayn versus Brunson Reed versus Chad Gable. Chad Gable, Hill Gable coming out with the "You Suck." You suck. You suck. You suck. Chance. He was coming out with Maxine and uh, Otis, and he told Maxine, "You out of there, Otis, come with me." And Maxine looked so sad. The crowd was booing because they loved them some Maxine. I love me some Maxine. I booed at Chad Gable. I said, "Boo, bring in Maxine." I love Maxine. But that was then, Sami Zayn got a special video thing. He was wearing this whole get up thing. I don't want to disrespect. I don't know what it's called, but he was in the thing. Good triple threat. Again towards the end, Chad Gable was like, "Use the chair, hit him, give him a good old hit." Which if he would have hit him, there would have been nothing went on because there's no disqualification. But he couldn't do it. He couldn't bring himself to do it. He was like, "Oh, you're a loser. He's your best friend now. Do it. You need some motivation." Boom, slaps him. Harder than that, I can't slap myself. I hurt. And then instead, boom, hold that clothesline. Chad Gable falls, and Sami's like, "Hey, good job, buddy." And then he hits a haluva kick on Bronson Reed for the win. Yeah, this was good stuff. This is pretty much how I thought it would pan out because I think that Chad Gable is going to get himself another chance at that Intercontinental Championship because he's going to be like, well, it was Otis's fault. He's the one that knocked me out. I didn't get pinned. He can do all that stuff in the book to get a rematch against Sami Zayn, 1-on-1, maybe at the next PLE, wherever Clash at the Castle. I would have said either I would personally say at Money in the Bank because Money in the Bank's in Canada and one of those home places that he already retained over Chad Gable, who does it here again, but instead he loses to Chad Gable. Woo. And new Intercontinental Champion in Sami Zayn's hometown country. Woo. That's good stuff right there. But that would be interesting to see what happens. I don't think Bronson Reed is going to be in that picture anymore. But it will be interesting to see what Bronson Reed does from here. I don't know what's next for Bronson Reed because I don't see him in the IC title picture because he literally just lost. I wouldn't see him in the world title picture because that's going to be him versus it's going to be Priest versus Drew, which is at Clash, is at the next PLE. I have no idea. I don't know. Maybe Ilya Dragunov. I don't know. But anyways, that was all good stuff. More good stuff. The women's Queen of the Ring. It was Lyra Valkyria in this nice Raven thingamajigger. Nia Jax. All hail Queen Nia. Nia Jax is great. I love Nia Jax. I'm glad she won. She deserves it. She's been killing it. Killing it. Since she's returned, people are like, "Oh, Nia Jax is back." Da, 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 da. Oh, she's been killing banger after banger after banger. She had that banger with Rhea in at the Elimination Chamber. She's been doing good in the Rumble and all this other stuff. She's been getting those big victories over the big three, over Naomi. She got it over Bianca. She got it over Jade Cargill, even though it was a DQ, but it doesn't matter. She beat them all. And in the end, she's going for an Annihilator. Lyra Valkyria's got her in like a powerbomb position. And she just like bonsai dropped her. Shout out to Yokozuna with the yeah. And she wins. Oh, that was good stuff. So she is going to face Bayley at the next SummerSlam. It's going to be their match. Queen Nia versus my girl Bayley. I got a prediction for that too. We'll talk about that later. Next up, it is the King of the Ring tournament finals. It is Gunther versus Randy Orton. This match was great. Uh, is that my favorite match? I don't know. That triple threat match was really good. I ain't gonna hold you. That triple threat match was really good. This might have been a little, maybe on the same page. This might have been a little better, but that triple threat good. Yeah, this was really good. This lived up to the hype. Randy Orton serenaded from the crowd. I hear voices crying. I hear tears rising. All that good stuff. I don't know the words. I hear voices in my head. No copyright for you, boy, cause I ain't got no money. Um, all good stuff. Gunther had two things to work on. He was working on that leg that was messing up Randy Orton. He was working on that shoulder. He was working on the shoulder at first, and then he was working on the leg. You know, all the chops in the world. Randy Orton was like, woof, was giving them. He was dishing them out, but double double the hurtness on the shoulder and the leg. Uh, Randy Orton, though, he got he was doing his thing with the announce table, doing the backdrop and announce table and all of this stuff, the venture stuff. He was hitting some RKO's. That last RKO he hit, couple seconds too long. He goes for the pin. Gunther kicks out, rolls him up. 1, 2, 3, kind of. Randy Orton's shoulder was up at like 1, but referee makes final decision. Didn't see it. Triple H said he was there. He didn't see it, but doesn't matter. Controversy, but still, King of the Ring. It is Gunther. So Gunther's going to face Damian Priest or Drew McIntyre at SummerSlam. Uh, Also got some stuff about that too. Talk about that later. Good match. King Gunther, King General. You love to see it. And finally, it is your main event. It is the WWE Universal Champion. His name is Cody Rhodes. He is going one-on-one with the challenger US champ Logan Paul. This match was really good, but of course there was no doubt of who's going to win this match. Uh, of course, Logan Paul does the viral thing where he goes pans around him. He's drinking his prime, and he does like a frog splash on the announce table on Cody Rhodes. Of course, the story is pretty much uh, I don't need to cheat. Michael Cole got my brass knucks over there, and these brass knucks that I had in my pocket, those were my brothers. I didn't even know they were there. Everything is fine. And then he goes to the crowd where his boy has more brass knuckles, and then he caught Cody in the gut belly with the brass, and he's working on the stomach, hitting the frog splash and kicking out it too. He's like, oh, you kick out it too. Um, but of course, it takes 3 crossroads, more crossroads than it took for AJ Styles to beat your United States champion 1, 2, 3, and still WWE Universal Champion. What's next for Cody? I don't know. Solo Sokoa, maybe. Maybe it's still Randy Orton. Who knows? But good stuff. Good show overall. But we're going to talk about now, since it's only been 12 minutes. Talk about just a couple things that what they could do. My opinions, what they might do, which would be fun for them to do. About this card, I think. Starting for the women, Nia Jax, she is going to be the queen. I think that she is going to lose to Bayley at SummerSlam, but I think the Tiffany Stratton, work with me now. I think Tiffany Stratton is going to win Money in the Bank, and I think she is going to cash in on an injured, prone Bayley. Uh, After Nia Jax did all the work, she takes her out, big splash, annihilator, or whatever, and she barely squeaks out a win. Nia Jax is going to tear her up. Tiffany Stratton is going to come in, cash in on Bayley. I think we're going to get a new women's champion, Tiffany Stratton. I think Tiffany Stratton is going to win that briefcase and cash in on SummerSlam. For the women, this is a little interesting. This is where it gets a little interesting. I think Liv Morgan is still going to face Lyra Valkyria. Well, I think one of two things. I think either she's going to face Lyra Valkyria at SummerSlam, beat her, and then that's when Mommy Rhea Ripley comes back and she takes her out, all that stuff, and then they have a match for the title at Clash at the Castle, or they might do Lyra gets a chance, against Liv at what Clash at the Castle, maybe. Maybe she might do Clash at the Castle. And then who else is next? Who else is on Raw? They're not gonna do Becky Lynch, unless I don't know if Becky Lynch I don't know if Becky Lynch is going on her vacation like she was supposed to go before, or if she's going to stick around. Because if there's going to be a rematch tonight, you would assume Liv is going to win. Because why would you? Uh, I mean, they've happened before, but why would you just like beat her for the title one night and you just lose again? So I think there's going to be some shenanigans. Probably, maybe Liv gets a sneaky win. Maybe something happens, and then Lara Valkyria interferes, and then maybe they do a triple threat. They could do a triple threat at Money in the Bank, and Liv wins, and then they'll do a one-on-one with her and Lyra Valkyria at Money in the Bank. Did I say that right? No, I'm lying. Clash at the Castle, they do the triple threat match where Liv sneaks out the win, maybe, and then at Money in the Bank they do Lyra versus Liv. Liv wins, Rhea returns, and then they do Liv Rhea at SummerSlam. So that'll be so they could probably do that, but it'll be interesting to see what they would do for those two pay-per-views, PLEs, if Liv is even on there. You could maybe do Lyra Liv at one of the PLEs, and then just do something else for another time. I don't know, but that could be the direction they can go in if they want Rhea there by SummerSlam, which would be interesting. Next up, what is for? I'm gonna say what is next for Cody Rhodes. I think Cody Rhodes' next challenge, I think, is Solo Sokoa. I don't think they're gonna get Solo versus him at SummerSlam. I think they might do a thing where Randy rests up and then Solo comes in for like the next two PLDs. Maybe they'll do Cody and Kevin Owens versus Solo, and or maybe do it against the Tongas. Tongas win, and then that'll prompt Solo to do a one-on-one match with Cody Rhodes at Money in the Bank. Cody wins, of course, and then maybe Randy Orton's healed by then. He's like, hey, I was this close to winning King of the Ring. Kind of helped you out. Throw me a bone. Me and you at SummerSlam, and they do uh, Cody versus Randy. They still get that match at SummerSlam. Yeah, they still get that match at SummerSlam. Uh, the Rock is interesting. They could do Rock, but I don't know if The Rock's going to be back. He's still doing the MMA movie. He's still doing a whole bunch of other movies and stuff, so he might not be ready until actually next year WrestleMania. Who knows? But it'll be interesting to see what happens with that. And I saved this for last because there's a whole lot of ladders that can happen. So just work with your boy. In my mind, I think that they're going to play this. I think Triple H is going to be a little loosey goosey with the world title for right now, and I think it's fine because I think you got enough talent and main event type level characters on Raw. I don't think Cody's losing that title anytime soon, even if he faces Randy Orton at whatever at SummerSlam. I think he's still going to retain. They're still going to keep him. So Cody Rhodes is going to be your champ. He's going to be your Roman Reigns. He's not going to hold it for that long, but he's going to be your Roman Reigns. He's going to hold that title for a little bit. So Gunther has his shot for a WWE title match at SummerSlam, right? Or a world title match at SummerSlam. If he faces Drew McIntyre, that's a heel on heel. If he faces Damian Priest, technically it's a heel. It's a heel. So we've got heel on heels. I think this is what I think. I think they're going to. I think they're going to mess around a little bit. I think at Clash of the Castle. I I think Drew McIntyre he's going to beat Damian Priest for the title. I think he's going to beat him for the title. I think there's going to be a rematch at Money in the Bank. Drew is going to retain, and he's going to do the same thing he did last time when he won the world title from Seth Rollins is going to do the same thing again. He's going to mock somebody. He's going to get in somebody's face, and it's going to cost him from the Money in the Bank winner, Jey Uso. What? I think Jey Uso is going to win Money in the Bank. I think he's going to cash in on Drew McIntyre, stick it to him again, because he's too busy messing with CM Punk or doing something with CM Punk. CM Punk's going to cost him, take him out again. Jey Uso is going to roll him up, Uso splash, whatever he's going to do to him, win that world title. Jey Uso is going to go in, babyface Jey Uso against Gunther for the world title, and I think Jey Uso is going to retain. And this is why I think he's going to retain. Because Bash in Berlin is like 3 weeks later. So Gunther gets his shot. He just loses by this much. Jey Uso just barely, because the story could easily be, hey, for Gunther, easy money. Easy money. I literally just beat him. I just beat him the first time around. I mean, I got a little help, but I beat him the first time around. I just beat him to enter King of the Ring. Now he's world champion. Ha! Easy work. Easy work. No problem. And then he gets overzealous. Jey Uso squeaks out a win. Well, I don't think he squeaks out a win. I think he catches him by surprise a little bit, but he, super kicks, catches him, splash. Jey Uso gets a win. Boom, he got his one win. Gunther's going crazy. He's mad. He broke the crown. The crown is on the ground, and he elbows the crown and stuff like that. And then he goes to he's gonna want a rematch. So I want my rematch. I want a rematch. I know I could beat him. Fluke, Lucky, curses everybody out in German. He gets his rematch somehow at Berlin. Gunther wins there. So that means what would indeed for Drew? Drew would face probably CM Punk at SummerSlam. So he faced. So I think. So whatever would happen between that match, you do a rematch. Oh, maybe CM Punk wins at SummerSlam. SummerSlam, he wants a rematch, and then Punk is like, "No, you don't deserve a rematch. I actually won my match." So then you do Gunther versus CM Punk on Raw, and then the winner faces Jey Uso. Drew McIntyre cost CM Punk, so that's how you keep that stuff going. And then Gunther beats CM Punk, and then he faces Jey Uso, and then Jey Uso loses to Gunther. Ha! I figured that out. Boom, easy. It writes itself. I guess that means what would happen with Damian Priest. He probably faces Finn Balor, so they'll probably kick him out by then. He'll be kicked out by then. So then he faces Finn Balor. Finn Balor wins because he's great. Maybe Finn Balor should win. Because he's great. And then Finn Balor should be world champion. Nah, never mind. Maybe he should be intercontinental champion. Yeah, that's better. Yeah. But yeah, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. So yeah, that's my my thinking, my logic of what's going to happen with those titles. I think that Ilya Dragunov is probably going to be Intercontinental Champion by Berlin because he's probably going to beat whoever's champion. Oh, he's probably going to beat Chad Gable because Chad Gable's going to. Oh yeah, Chad Gable. Chad Gable said, "Oh yeah, you beat him, not me. So now I'm being champion." So he beats Sami Zayn and Majigger SummerSlam. Or no, he beat at Money Bank in Sammy's hometown, where he's from. Yeah. And then he retains it at SummerSlam against Sammy by cheating. And then he faces Ilya Dragunov at Berlin, and then Ilya beats Chad Gable. Yeah, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. And then the Creeds, they beat Awesome Truth for the titles. Because they're doodoo champions. So Creeds beat them, and then they got the gold. They're like Team Angle. They got the gold. That's good stuff. And then Ilya Dragunov and Chad Gable, they fight for the Intercontinental Championship. They have all great matches. It's good stuff. And then you throw in Ricochet, because that's even better stuff. And then you throw in Braun Breaker, the greatest of all stuff. That's good stuff. I like it. Yeah. On Raw, just let them do whatever. Just trade the titles back and forth. Let them have fun. Flip it. And then you have New Day turn heel too. New Day is great. Don't split up New Day. Have them turn heel together. Beat up AOP. Send AOP to NXT. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. We like those. Yeah. And then New Day beat Awesome Truth, and then R-Truth turns on the Miz because Miz is doo doo butter. And then you have like a New Day, but it's like they do a new group and they have Awesome Truth on it. It's good stuff. And then they bring Big E back, and then Big E's like the manager because he can't wrestle, which sucks. But if he could be like the heel person on the mic talking for them, then R-Truth joins, like they do like an edgy New Day, like an edgier version of the New Day. That's good stuff. Then R-Truth can be not world champion. Maybe R-Truth can be world champion. Fuck it. Give R-Truth a world title. Who's gonna be champ? Oh, Gunther. Never mind. Give him. Oh, then bring him to SmackDown, where he could be United States champion again. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Oh, he can be on Raw. He can be heel champion. He can insert him in the IC title match with all them. Yeah, it's good stuff. Yeah, it's good stuff. Like those. Those were for free. Those were free ideas, WWE. Also, before I forget, congratulations, Mercedes Moné, Wakanda Forever. Swerve Strickland, Wakanda Forever. Will Ospreay. I just like Will Ospreay. He's great. MJF is back, so that's cool. Good stuff. Tony Storm's great. She's back. Or well, she didn't leave, but she's champ still. Shout out Willow. I love you. But Chris Statlander, Roppongi Vice with Rocky Romero and Trent with Stokely. Bring them together. That's good stuff. Uh, yeah, the Elite. That's it. That's the show. What do you guys think? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Let me know in the comments below. I'll see you in the next one. I'm out.